23-year-old trader and finance student on my way to becoming a chartered investment manager, and I'm here to help you navigate the markets. For the past weeks, I've been busy passing my exams and was supposed to take this week off to relax, but I decided to make a quick update video about Tesla and the broad markets. I did not have the time to update you guys for the past weeks. I was supposed to drop a video explaining the seasonal weakness until August 18, which ended up being spot on, and that we would see a bounce for the second half of August until September 15, which are OPEC's calendar date, combined with seasonality data. So as you can see right here, based on seasonality, we were supposed to have some seasonal weakness, which we indeed got, and afterwards the second half we were supposed to go up, and that's exactly what we're doing at this moment. I don't think we're done yet going up. I think we're gonna slowly continue grinding to the upside until September 15, and then we'll see if we have a short-term trend change in the markets. So if we do get another window of seasonal weakness, it will be between September 15 and October 20, which in my humble opinion will be a buying opportunity. If we look at the technical probability on the S&P 500, as expected, we bounced at the second standard deviation, which is the purple line right here of the probability of distribution. When we touch the second standard deviation, it basically means that there's a 95% probability that we bounce and only a 5% probability that we do go lower to the third standard deviation, which is the red line right here. Short term, the 10-day breadth was obviously overextended, and this is why I was also expecting a bounce combined with the probability of the standard deviation range of the S&P 500. That's exactly what ended up happening. On the medium term, using the RSI percent, which is the red line right here, as a leading indicator for the 50-day breadth of the indexes, which is the blue line, you can see that it tends to show extreme readings right before the 50-day breadth reverses. So as you can see, we always have little pops on the RSI percent in the same time that the breadth is in the green zone, and it tends to signal that we are going to have the reversal in the breadth, which is bullish. You can also see that every time that the 50-day breadth is oversold and that the market in the same time hits the 20 SMA, that it tends to be a buying opportunity, right? As you can see right here, it happened throughout the bull market. So what's next for the S&P 500? Minimum, I expect the indexes to go back to the reversal of the means, which is the green line right here, and we're actually very close to that at the moment. We should push a little bit higher in the next coming weeks until the seasonal weakness comes back in the markets. And afterwards, if we don't have new uncertainty in the markets, my next target will be the second standard deviation of the upper range, which is the purple line, which would bring the S&P 500 close to the all-time high right here, which is in the ballpark of 480, based on the current bullish market structure. Looking at sector rotation of cyclical and defensive stocks, the weekly trend following is still intact on the long side. As you can see right here, we crossed to the upside right here, and since then we've been going higher in the indexes. I like using these ratios because they help indicate to me in what type of environment we are. Are we in a buy the dip environment, or are we in a sell the rip environment? And at the moment, guys, even if you're bearish bigger picture, you need to acknowledge that at the moment the momentum is towards the upside, and that the sector rotation is telling you that we are in the buy the dip environment for now until the trend change. This is another reason for buying this dip. Until these ratios flip bearish, we are in a buy the dip environment. So what are the best opportunities in the market right now, in my humble opinion? Well, obviously our darling Tesla. If you recall, in one of my last video, I talked about the range being between 320 and 220 for the next months ahead. I was waiting for Tesla to fall to the second standard deviation of the daily range, which is the purple line, and that's exactly what it did. And if you recall, in my past video, I said I was going to add at the first standard deviation, which is the gray line, or the second standard deviation combined with internals telling me when to enter my positions, and that's exactly what I did. So I did buy the bottom right here. I added to my position. First price target for Tesla is going to be again the reversal to the means, which is the green line, and then the purple line, which is pretty damn high, guys. So this is why I would not be sleeping on Tesla, because Tesla has a very, very nice range at the moment, and the market structure is extremely bullish. And as you can see, the angle of attack is skewed to the upside. So on the trend following side, just a fancy way of looking at EMAs basically. The EMA crosses right here. We can see that the momentum is still bearish for Tesla for now, but it does look like it's about to flip, especially if Tesla just continues going sideways and then pushes higher. Definitely the momentum will come back to the bullish side. Also looking at Tesla seasonality in more details, we can see that for the past 5 years in August, right here, Tesla has been going up 12.7%, 40% of the time. So that's not as bullish as June and July, which is why I was buying heavily Tesla, but I still, based on probabilities, thought it was a good time to add to Tesla. But I do believe that September will be way better, guys. This is why I'm being patient, and I would love to have one last little pull, especially in September as a dip buy. I think that's going to be a phenomenal buy the dip opportunity in September. 50% of the time Tesla seems to be down 1.4%, so it's not that much, but we'll see what the market gives us in September. Alright, so that was it. I sincerely hope this helped you in your journey to learn the markets. Down a comment if you disagree or agree or like this stuff. So alright, so thanks guys, have a good one and stay blessed.